Like, what the you doing, man? What the Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again.
Oh, honey, hold on to your wigs because this one is nuclear. The drama swirling around Tyler Perry right now is so hot it's practically sizzling through Hollywood. Just a few days ago, things exploded when actor Dererick Dixon threw down a lawsuit with the kind of accusations that make even seasoned insiders clutch their pearls. And the target? None other than media mogul Tyler Perry himself. According to Dererick, Tyler lured him in with promises of fame, flashing those Hollywood dreams like shiny bait. Sound familiar? Yup, the classic trap. But this time, it's not just whispers in the wind. The lawsuit comes packed with shocking details and receipts that have everyone gasping. Now let's be honest. Nobody had Tyler Perry gets caught up in a full-blown Me Too style scandal on their 2025 bingo card. Sure, there have been whispers and speculation about Tyler's personal life, zesty rumors floating around for years, but this lawsuit just took everything to another dimension. And let's not forget, this ain't the first time someone's thrown side-eye at Tyler. Remember actor Christian Keys? Yeah, we're gonna come back to that tea in just a bit.
Sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room. Because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so after a big party, won't say what type. You spaz out, push him out, like what the get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man, all right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out and he tries to grab you. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the you doing, man? What the Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face.
But first, the flames are roaring from Dererick Dixon's accusations, and they are not fading into the background. He came for Tyler with assault claims so bold, people had to reread the headlines. So here's how it all allegedly went down. Back in 2019, Dererick says he met Tyler at some industry event. Tyler supposedly locked eyes with him in the crowd, slid on over like a smooth operator, and asked for his number. Told him he had a role in mind. And to be fair, Tyler did put him in the show Ruthless. But baby, it was just 2 blink and you'll miss it episodes. Hardly a career launch. Still, Dererick hung around, trying to stay close to Tyler's world, hoping for a real break. That's when, according to him, the script flipped. Allegedly, Tyler started showing interest that went way beyond casting. Fast forward to January 2020. Dererick says Tyler invited him over to his Atlanta mansion. He went thinking this was a career move, but what he walked into was something completely different. According to Dererick, he ended up drinking too much and passed out in the guest room. And then the part that's got everyone's jaw on the floor. He says Tyler climbed into bed with him and started touching his thighs while he was sleeping. Even after Dererick made it crystal clear he wasn't into it, Tyler allegedly didn't back off. And here's where it gets more twisted. Right after he rejected Tyler, boom, his role got bigger. Suddenly, he's in the Oval. It wasn't a lead, but it was a step up. And just when Dererick thought things were turning around for him, the pressure from Tyler, according to his lawsuit, ramped up big time. Dererick claims Tyler started texting him suggestive messages, being flirty, pushing personal boundaries. He even pointed out that the character he played was written as a gay, broke man who had to sleep with people to survive. And y'all, it gets even darker.
Doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on, if you gonna have classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit, you wanna air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this with me. I'm tired.
Dererick claims Tyler literally told him that's the kind of partner he wanted in real life, someone who would be loyal, dependent, and submissive. Dererick says he tried to be polite and respectful because he didn't want to lose his role, but things allegedly spiraled. Later in 2020, Tyler invited him back to Atlanta. This time, things allegedly escalated to straight up scary. According to Dererick, Tyler greeted him like a buddy, but then flipped the energy completely. He allegedly asked Dererick if he liked it rough, then suddenly grabbed him by the throat and said, "Look how excited you just got." What? But hold on, because the darkest moment, according to the lawsuit, came in June 2021. Dererick says he was in the guest house, chilling in his underwear, just about to call it a night, when Tyler came in again. This time, he says Tyler pulled down his underwear and grabbed his butt. Tyler allegedly whispered, "Relax, just let it happen. It's not going to hurt." Dererick says he played it cool, switched the conversation fast, and got out of the situation. But the damage already done. Now, people are screaming that this feels exactly like the start of the Diddy spiral. First Cassie, then a flood of women came forward. Could this be the beginning of something similar for Tyler? Oh, and baby, Dererick came with proof. Not just hearsay, actual texts. And let's just say, they're not what you'd expect from Uncle Tyler. Tyler allegedly asked him in one of the messages, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless intercourse? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" What? Dererick hit back sarcastically, saying he'd need to give up his religious guilt and become Buddhist. Tyler's response? Deep in the feelings. You can be free and still believe in Christ. Sounds like he was trying real hard to break down some walls. There's more. Tyler allegedly said, "Nice. Santa Monica is nice. I'm glad you're going out there. How's your no? Is it stronger? You gotta have a strong no." And Dererick replied, "Yes, it's strong. My mom literally thinks I'm going to sell my soul to the Illuminati." Tyler came back with, "Well, I don't think that, but you do have to be able to say no, mean it, and make it clear." That message has fans raising eyebrows so high, they might stay there.
Right? And he said, "I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you." But the conversation kept going on. Only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied.
And then the Oscar joke. Dererick texted, "I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar." Just kidding. But Tyler, he wasn't laughing. He shot back. The only one who could have gotten that for you through intercourse is in prison. So just stick to the number. Wait, what? The internet lost it over that one. But Tyler wasn't done. In another message, he allegedly said, "I hope you'd let someone hold you and make love to you. You're missing the best years of your life." Like, what in the midlife crisis was going on? He even got jealous after seeing Dererick in a photo shoot with another guy, saying things like, "You're so beautiful. When you finally unlock your mind, you're gonna drive that person crazy." Oop. And let's not forget when he admitted he was in that mood and blamed it on his testosterone. Please. That line had the whole internet in collective side-eye mode. Tyler allegedly kept texting like he was some lovesick teenager. In one message, he whined about going through 600 contacts and not wanting to talk to any of them. Not Uncle Tyler acting like a drama king. Then things got real cold. Tyler allegedly texted a warning, "If you let the cast know you and I have a new friendship, you're opening the door to a lot of questions. You want people to see you as talented, not someone who only got the job because of me or Tony." He then added the icy kicker, "When we go back to work, I'm not going to know you. I don't have friends that work with me. I never have." Woo, that flip was straight frostbite. It was like Tyler was drawing a line between the private, flirty Tyler and the business-only mogul in the spotlight. According to Dererick, though, that line was already crossed several times. And now, Dererick ain't just airing dirty laundry. He filed a full-blown $260 million 0 cents lawsuit against Tyler Perry in his studios. The accusations? Quid pro quo, workplace misconduct, and even battery. But Tyler's team? Oh, they clapped back hard. His lawyer called the lawsuit a scam, saying Dererick was pulling a shakedown on purpose. Tyler will not be extorted, the statement read, but the internet? It's split right down the middle. Some say Dererick might be finessing this for a bag. Others, they're remembering some deja vu. Because let's not forget,
you don't worry about cancel culture, huh?
Huh? Why would you cancel things that are great for the culture?
Right.
Like, I mean, like, I was like canceled, like Monique. Why is she canceled?
Mm-hmm.
I had to revisit that because it was like, it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, so what did she do? She said something you didn't like? So she didn't work for 13 years after that?
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah. When I talked to him, he was like, "No, I never told no one not to work with him." And I said, "But you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to
Work with him." Wow.
You know what I'm saying?" And he was like, "I never looked at it like that." Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is at that point, because it hasn't happened.
Like, you say some things that I get scared.
Back in 2023, actor Christian Keys went live on Instagram and dropped a bombshell of his own. No names, but baby, the dots practically connected themselves. Christian said that about 15 years ago, a very powerful billionaire in the industry allegedly tried to take advantage of him. And here's the kicker, he said he fought him off. But the man didn't take no for an answer. Christian claimed this mystery mogul kept pursuing him, pushing boundaries, applying pressure. And just like Dererick's story, it all started at a private house party where Christian said he was intoxicated, set up to be vulnerable, the parallels, too close for comfort. And then Christian gave a huge clue. He described the man as a well-known philanthropist, someone who always gives back to the Black community. Immediately, fans' minds went ding, 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 Tyler Perry. Who else fits that profile to a T? At the time, folks were torn between two names, Tyler and Diddy. But now, with Dererick's lawsuit painting such a specific picture, it's hard not to revisit Christian's story with fresh eyes. And just when you think this saga couldn't get more wild, guess who's in the background, watching all this like it's a movie, sipping tea with a whole lot of I told y'all so energy? Miss Monique. Oh yes, sis is sitting pretty while the man she's been calling out for years is suddenly center stage in the messiest Hollywood scandal of 2025. Let's rewind real quick. Monique has been dragging Tyler's name through the mud ever since she claimed he helped destroy her career. And why? Because she had the audacity to say no to working for free. That's it. That's all it took for Tyler to allegedly blacklist her, according to Mo. She's told her truth more than once, screamed it from the rooftops, begged for the world to see the puppet strings behind Hollywood's so-called nicest man. And now that these receipts are catching up with him, whew, baby, she is not crying any tears. In fact, word on the street is she sees all this chaos as pure karma served hot, spicy, and on a silver platter. And don't forget, she's not the only one who called out the shady behavior. 50 Cent even jumped in at one point, accusing Tyler of moving funny when it came to Monique and how she was treated. According to Mo, Tyler even admitted behind closed doors that he messed up. But guess what? That apology never came, not in public, not where it mattered. So with all this madness finally out in the open, Monique's silence speaks volumes. It's the quiet clapback of a woman who's been waiting for her moment of vindication. Meanwhile, the internet is in full chaos mode. Some folks are on Team Tyler, defending him with everything they've got, saying this is just another Hollywood takedown attempt. Others? They're raising their eyebrows, connecting receipts, and saying where there's smoke, there's fire. Because let's be real, this ain't just one disgruntled actor crying foul. When multiple stories start to line up, when Christian's story echoes Dererick's, when Monique's blacklist claims now seem eerily consistent with Tyler's alleged private manipulation, it starts to look less like gossip and more like a pattern. And the texts? Oh, they're damning. The kind of messages you don't want the public seeing. Flirty, emotional, possessive, and manipulative all at once. Let's not ignore the power dynamic here either. Tyler isn't just a director, he's a kingmaker. For a young actor trying to break through, having Tyler Perry take interest in you can feel like a dream. But the moment that dream starts coming with uncomfortable strings attached, things get dangerous. And Dererick wasn't just silent for years. He kept those texts, he kept receipts, and now he's flipping the whole script. It's wild to watch. Tyler, the man once hailed as the savior of Black cinema, now being dragged into court with a $260 million 0 cents lawsuit that threatens everything he's built. And with every headline, with every leaked message, more people are starting to ask, who is Tyler Perry really? Because this isn't just about one man's behavior. This is about how much silence, power, and loyalty can cost in an industry built on image. It's about how people in power use that power, whether to uplift or to manipulate. And the line between those two, it's getting blurrier by the day. And we gotta ask, how many others are still scared to speak up? How many young actors have stories they buried because they thought nobody would believe them, because they didn't want to be blacklisted, because they thought challenging someone like Tyler would be career suicide? But here's what we know. People are finally talking. And when one person breaks the silence, more often often follow. Monique saw this moment coming. She tried to tell us. Now the world's finally listening. And Tyler, well, his team is doing everything they can to shut this down, calling the claims ridiculous, a money grab, pure fiction. But that courtroom date is still coming. And those texts, they're still out there. So what's next? Will other men come forward? Will Christian Keys finally name names? Will Monique take the stand? One thing's for sure, Hollywood better brace itself because this drama, it's just getting started. And whether Tyler Perry walks away from this unscathed or ends up watching his empire fall, it's clear that the days of secrets staying buried are over. Because when the curtain finally drops, the truth always takes center stage.